I don't know, it might be working. So what I did is we're feeling a little bit under the weather, so I really wanted hot tea, so I just slapped a tea bag in there. It worked. Heck yes. Fist bump, Keurig. Thank you very much. See, literally just, it worked. Heck yes. A+ for being innovative. The day after Easter, everybody got a cruddy cough. Everybody got to sneezing. Everybody's nose about near running down the road. It was bad. The day after Easter, the day after, I was already exhausted, but then we all got feeling cruddy, so I began rebuking it right away. No, for real though, I was like, Lord, I can't get another sickness, because I just got better a couple weeks ago, and we don't get sick very often. But we get sick, I don't know, what's the normal amount of sickness per year? That's probably what we get. So I'm drinking tea this morning. Hopefully it doesn't get too bad. It hasn't been too bad, but it is some cruddy coughs and some runny noses and stuff like that. So I don't want that. I can feel it in the back of my throat. It's a brewing, and I'm saying no to that in Jesus' name. That's some strong tea. Well, that just might kick it out. I think it's laced with some caramel macchiato coffee pot that I had. So today I need to catch up. Mama has gotten behind on a lot of things. And I need to get to going on that. I need to get the thing done, son. I also have a few things that have been bugging the heck out of me. Okay, I have trim in my house that's bugging the heck out of me. And I have some caulking work that needs to be done that's bugging the heck out of me. So I really want to get that done because I was sitting there getting back to a ton of Christmas cards. By the way, I'm almost done getting to my Christmas cards, and it is just April. Humbly, I will not be accepting applause, but seriously, I thought it was going to take me till November of this year to get back to all those Christmas cards. Yesterday I sat down. Binks, can you calm down? Yesterday I sat down and I got back to 100 cards yesterday. I'll show you my little setup I had going on. I gotta run those by the post office. Oh, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, yesterday I was doing the cards, getting back to all the cards, and I was looking at my my shiplap, and I was like, that really needs caulking. And I do a card, and I look back up, and I say, oh, that needs caulk so bad. And I do a card, and I look back up, that caulk, it needs caulk. So it drove me nuts yesterday. I'm getting it done today. Or we're gonna nicely ask Shane to get it done when he gets home. I gotta also take the cards off to the post office to be mailed off, hopefully today as well. And while I'm over there, I'll check my P.O. box because I forgot I had it again. I need to set a weekly reminder to go check the P.O. box. I'm telling you though, time just flies. It's gone like a fart in the wind. Every day, them 24 hours is like, whoop, it's gone. Don't mind me while I just spoon out my tea. But I got Mississippi pot roast going in the crock pot, and I didn't have, how you say it, all just gravy. It's all just gravy. I didn't have all just gravy. So I made a concoction. So I put the butter in there. I put the pepperoncino peppers. If you hear a stampede in the background, it's my wiener dogs. I put pepperoncini in there. And I put the ranch seasoning packet in there. And then I was like, snap, I don't have all just gravy, all just gravy. So I went to see if I had beef broth, and I didn't have beef broth. So I made a concoction of, I looked up what was in all just gravy, and it's like garlic powder, onion powder, cornstarch, and like basically beef broth, like powder, I guess. So I didn't have the beef broth, I didn't have beef broth powder, so I put onion powder, garlic powder, and then I put chicken. I put powdered chicken in there because it had the cornstarch I needed. I didn't have cornstarch. And then I didn't have beef broth, so I just kind of marinated it in chicken broth. So we're having Mississippi chicken roast tonight. They won't know the difference. Nobody will know the difference. Nobody has to know. I'm going to get to working on some things that need to get tackled real quickly and get this day to going at 12:30. We still got to school. Here was my little, the temperature thing still there. Here was my little setup last night. I had this table here, and I had like cards I had got back to, cards I had to get back to, cards I was in the middle of getting back to. It was really cool how I had it all set up. And it felt like it took no time because I was able to be in here with the kiddos and Shane and just be sitting there talking to them and getting back into cards. I'm going to get these chores tackled real quickly while the kiddos start on independent school. And then we're just going to roll with the motions today. We're going to roll with the punches. They smell like turds, so I'm just going to... What is that? I almost stuck a Starburst wrapper in there. I only got a few of these left, and then I'm going to the liquid detergent. And I don't like Gain. I'm a Downy person all the way, but the other day I went to Priceless. I took y'all with me. And all that they had was Gain. They didn't have like any other kind of laundry stuff, like good laundry stuff. So we're gonna try out Gain, I guess. My mama she like loved Gain. I don't have any Downy beads because I ran out of those, so I'm just gonna use some of this Downy Calm. But she loved Gain, so I got it. Whoa, I almost dropped that entire thing. Okay, I'm already redirecting this day. This day is not gonna go like this. No, I'm not accepting it. But I went ahead and got Gain because, I mean, it's not horrible or my mama wouldn't have used it. I just can't wait till I get some more Tide. I really like the Tide, like the clear Tide and the white thing. That's what those pods were. But a bunch of you guys said that the issues I've been having with my washer could be due to the fact that I use the pods and not the liquid. So I'm going to try the liquid and see if it makes a difference. Can I just say though, I was sitting here spooning my tea out, and I was thinking, man, like, I'm so grateful for, like, you guys, because you guys don't make me feel like I have to get all done up to get on here on camera. I literally look like a wet rat right now. I just got out of the shower, got my Rugrats sweatshirt on, looking a hot mess, but I don't feel like I have to look any certain way with you guys, and you guys have never made me feel that way, so it feels good having best friends like y'all. And it sucks that I can't see your face right now, but it's nice to have best friends like y'all that don't make me feel like I should impress you guys, because being honest, like, I am just me. I've tried to be things other than myself. It's physically impossible for me. It's physically impossible for me to be anything but myself. So I'm thankful for having best friends like you guys that don't make me feel the need to be like anybody else but me. Which is why I can get on here with wet hair. You okay, baby? Yeah. Which is why I can get on here and spoon out tea out of my mug, and with my wet hair and my mismatched pajamas and my chaotic life. Y'all make me feel good about myself in the chaos. And all the chaos. How weird is this? I was sitting here telling you guys that, and I got a comment I got on my YouTube to get back to some comments, and I got on here and this comment was on there, and it says, the best kind of friend is one who comes over in their jammies and has coffee. Real people don't care about the house, just the time spent with a buddy. Y'all, how cool is that? I was just thanking y'all for being that kind of friend, and then somebody comments that. And it's literally, you can see, it was 3 minutes ago, and I just answered it like 1 second ago. Like 1 second before I got on camera. But I thought that was cool. Did anybody else hear? Blah, that's cool. Enunciate, Merina, enunciate. So this is what I was telling you guys about this paint. So I recently painted this sink to save me a couple $100. I watched a bunch of tutorials on YouTube and I watched some update videos, and it looked great. It turned out great for them, but on mine it didn't. And I don't know if it's only on areas. It's only on certain areas, and I don't know if it's only on areas that I didn't sand well enough or what, but it's scuffed up pretty bad within the first week. I mean, within the first week, that's pretty bad. So it's like I always tell you guys, I try these things so that you don't have to try these things. It was better to try it and it not worked than to not try it and it might have worked. I wanted to rule it out before I went and spent a pretty penny for a sink. So I promised you guys I would update you in that video. Like I told you guys, I do these crazy things so you don't have to do those things to see if it works. And in other people's experience, it did. I'm not discrediting their video or nothing. They probably sanded a whole lot better than I did, and I'm new to a sander, so it could have very well been my application process. It could have been anything I done. Honestly, it could have been at fault for this. But regardless, it didn't work out for me. I am going to try the Rust-Oleum epoxy touch-up kits that they sell for painted sinks, painted appliances, stuff like that they sell at Lowe's. I'm going to try that, see if it works, but if not, then I'll just have to chalk it up as a DIY fail. It don't look horrible, but it don't look great. It does look absolutely antique, so if you're going for that look, I don't like the antique look, but if I did, I would be fine with it looking like that, because it looks like an actual farmhouse sink. Like, it looks like it's been put through the ringer. There's been a few chickens plucked in it. There's been tobacco spit in there. There's been all kinds of stuff done to that sink. That's what it looks like. I don't know if it's safe either, because you gotta think, if that epoxy's chipping off, is it getting in the dishes? Is it getting in the food you're preparing in the sink? What's it doing? I would not recommend, from my experience alone. There's a lot of YouTube videos on YouTube if y'all want to go watch them to see that people who have appliance epoxy spray painted their sinks and it's worked out for them. But in my experience, I would not recommend doing it, just for how fast mine, just because not everybody is a DIY genius like some of these people on YouTube. We're just everyday people and we don't know how to do things properly, and you know, doing it the first time, there's going to be mistakes made and stuff like that. So for safety reasons, when it comes to the epoxy chipping off and stuff, I would just save and get you a new sink. The faucet is doing great, and I spray painted it with the same epoxy spray, just in black. So that's another thing, is the head of the sink, like it's like the faucet is doing super good. Like, there's no notches, nothing in it. The paint's doing good on it. It's solid. So that's the difference there. But the faucet doesn't get beat up a lot. There's a lot of dishes that get sat in the sink and stuff like that. So my faucet has done wonderful. My sink itself, though, didn't do too hot with it.
Hey, bro, don't you look at that? I said, my friend, what you looking at? I think she is something for me. Excuse me, miss, it's my first time here. Maybe you can show me out of here. I think she got something in me. So please forgive my rudeness if I'm tripping over your time. But you look so amazing, and we can be so much more than who we are. So much more than who we are. We can knee deep in while the world just falls apart. At the rise above it all, and we can. Got me saying, hey, girl, will you marry me? 2 kids in a house and live happily. I think we are so meant to be. But she says, wait, you forgot something. Every good thing comes to an end. At least it always.
Y'all, Binks is outside trying to get your bee. He is so interested in the bee. Oh, Tater, no! It'll hurt you! Look at her trying to catch it. Can y'all see it? They're out there sunbathing on the porch, and the bee came, and Tater is just enamored by the bee.
So please forgive my rudeness as if I'm tripping over your time, but you look so amazing. And we can be so much more than who we are, so much more than who we are. We can.
So you guys have told me, okay, a bunch of you guys told me not to get the Dirt Devil, and I will listen to you next time. Bless Johnny, I will listen to you next time. I will not get the Dirt Devil. There's another set of y'all that are saying, Merina, you have to upkeep your vacuum. And I get it. I totally get it. It's something that I struggle with. It's something that I slack on. I've honestly, if I'm being honest with y'all, I've never cleaned a vacuum cleaner, because I just figured a vacuum cleaner, it cleans stuff, it should be able to clean itself. Apparently that's not how it works. So I've been watching Dirt Devil vacuum tutorials on YouTube. There's a tutorial for everything, and I've been trying to figure out if it's a certain filter, if it's the hose clogged up, if it's the rollers underneath it. A bunch of you guys are giving me a lot of good tips and tricks when it comes to cleaning these, so I'm going to clean this sucker out, see if it helps any, kind of check it out. We took it apart, tried to fix it, still wasn't working. I think it's literally just the mess in my house, but also don't want to waste $100, and that's how much I spent on this. So we're going to try to figure out what the deal is. This one is the Dirt Devil Power Max Pet one. As of right now, before cleaning all this out and taking it apart and stuff, it's a 2 out of 10 for me. It's not. The suction's good. I just don't know what the deal is. Let's see if we can get it to working a little bit better once we go through and maintenance everything that needs to be done. Because that friend was completely right. I do slack on upkeeping my vacuums. I've never upkept a vacuum before. So that's probably why I've sent at least 10 up to vacuum heaven within the last 2 years. So maybe we can prolong this one's life. Up here, the hoses are not clogged. This does need emptied, but the hoses aren't clogged or anything like that. There is some big stuff in there though, so we need to clean that out. I'm not seeing another filter or anything like that. Alright, so Cole is my cameraman. I figured out you can turn this and there's a whole filter in here, but it's not dirty down in there. So this filter probably needs to be brushed out a little bit. Get out of the stuff, Banks. It's honestly pretty daggone clean for a filter. Where's the pizza pie that's more? When the sky's pizza pie that's more. Also, you guys told me to check my settings. I forgot it had settings for like the carpet and the hardwood. It's on the setting for carpets, and it's been there. It hasn't moved because I forgot it was even there. So that part is fine. Oh no, I think I found what's wrong. I think I found what's wrong. So I keep hearing this weird noise, right, whenever I'm vacuuming. This hose is attached to this right here. If you can't really see, but this isn't, it's not where it needs to be. There's a hole there so it doesn't suck. So this isn't getting any suction. The suction's just going to this. So if I take this out, put this in the side here, didn't know this. Hook it up to this. It clicks right in. And I can already tell it's going to be way better.
I wanna see some crazy and also lazy. So you should meet me and my friends. Even though we got no money, for sure money. Yeah, everything's better with them. We're just like, ooh, ooh, ooh. We don't worry about tomorrow. We just do, ooh, ooh, what we wanna do tonight. Waking up at sundown, the world's our playground, and we don't even have to pretend. Every time we're together, it doesn't get better, and every day's like a weekend. We're just like, ooh, ooh, ooh. We don't worry about tomorrow. We just
show you. Now you can't really see because this is a white carpet, but this looks 25,000 times better than it did before. You can even kind of see vacuum lines. Way better. It actually works. Look how much it picked up on that round. One vacuum. Just a quick vacuum over my carpet. That's what all it got. Because I had it pulled out and I had it on this. Well, as you can see down here, if I do that, it's not meant to do that. This is just an extra attachment. This thing right here is just an extra attachment. There's a hole right there. It wasn't getting all the air it needed to suck it for the suction, even though it still had really good suction even with that. This thing is supposed to go in this area, and it just clicks down in there like that. Wow. Wow. Okay. Number 55 billion as to why I'm grateful for you guys. If you guys hadn't have been like Merina, you need to check it out because I had that vacuum. And Merina, you need to check it out because it could just be an issue with the hose or the bag or the filter. I would not have even sat down and looked. I would have just chalked it up to me getting a defaulted vacuum, not a defective, a defective vacuum, or just Dirt Devil not being a very good brand. Or just not a fan of Dirt Devil. But it actually wasn't Dirt Devil's fault, it was mine. So this vacuum, I will say after this usage and seeing what all it got up after just one quick vacuum, it was totally my fault. This vacuum, and I'm going to put it in the comments of that video. Let me go. No, my phone's dead. Here in a minute, I'll go ahead and put it in the comments. I'll pin the comments saying that it was because of me the vacuum wasn't picking up versus just the vacuum itself, because I want that to be known. After this vacuum trip, I'm about to empty this bag when I get done vacuuming around the hardwood so that I can get on the routine of emptying not the bag, but y'all know what I'm talking about. After every single use. After this use alone, I can say it's definitely a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. It ain't shark level, but for 90 something bucks, you can't beat it. You cannot beat that.
Try to shut us down, but you know they can blame us for acting shameless. Now we just like to have some fun. We just like ooh, ooh, ooh. We don't worry about tomorrow. We just ooh, ooh, ooh. What we wanna do tonight before we all grow old. So don't.
So I even just flipped it over to the hardwood setting, and it did great. Did a-okay. So this is a me problem, not a Dirt Devil problem, which makes me happy because that means I didn't waste $100. She's wanting to play so bad. Star, Mama. I'm a star. You know you're cute. Come here. You know you're cute. You know you're cute. Get it, Banksy. But I will never let it go. No, I will never let it go. Oh, she finally got to play with her. I love you. They're taking the bed with them. The bed goes back here, Tater. So I got tidy up the kitchen. I was trying to keep the dogs occupied while the neighbors mowed because they were apparently, their lawnmower was a massive threat to the house. My dogs are the friendliest dogs on the planet unless they're in their home and they don't know you and you come near the home. The whole trailer park will know them. Especially Binks. He thinks he's a pit bull. Whenever somebody comes within 10 feet of the trailer, he switches like that and he's a pit bull. But you take them out to the flea market or to anywhere like that and they're fine. So I had to keep them occupied while the neighbor was out here mowing their yard. I'm gonna switch this load of laundry and I need to tidy up the dining room, but I want to get y'all's opinion here in a minute on something. What, babe?
Welcome to this one-way ride. We're all on it. Got to give it a go. Oh. you know. Wipe the floor of yesterday. You can change it anyway. And you're never alone, never alone. Doesn't matter what they say. Doesn't really matter what they do. Let go, baby, let me breathe it now. Let go, breathe it now. Doesn't matter where I go. Heart still open, cannot close. Let go, baby, let me breathe it now. Let go, breathe it now. Took my head out of the sand. We're all in it, better. Open your eyes, see the open sky. Don't you?
This, I'm wanting to build another blanket ladder. Do y'all remember when I first started my channel, I built a blanket ladder out of 2x4s? Hey, that was a sturdy blanket ladder. That was the sturdiest blanket ladder you could have ever found. I wanted to build a smaller blanket ladder and showcase this because one of my friends made it for me. They handmade this. It's upside down. It's a wiener dog. I love it. It brought me so much joy. It's a whole wiener dog. Like, and I want to showcase it so bad. Thought about making it like tapestry on my wall, but I'm not really sure how I could do that. So I'm either A, going to get a blanket ladder, or I'm going to frame it. And I've really thought really hard about framing it. So I asked Shane if he would build me like a frame, like a specific frame for it. I'm not really sure how we would go about doing that, but I've been Googling it and stuff because I have the perfect spot for it. And I really want to put it up on my wall. I absolutely love it. Speaking of things I'm going to do before I get to, can you tell I'm putting off cleaning my dining room? Things I'm wanting to get to. Okay, so I want to build, what you need, Banks? What is it? I'm here. What is it? What were you doing? Things I'm wanting to get to soon. So I want your y'all's input on some things. Talked about framing that quilt and putting it on the wall, and that's something I want to do within like this week. Y'all, I have a whole internal battle going. I love you. Did you see your pretty quilt made after you? Oh, this is the deal. I have an internal conflict. I really don't want to make a decision that I'm going to regret, and I feel like that could easily be done in this instance because what do you think? Now, y'all know I love the Jacobian stain. What do you guys think about me painting that white and it no longer being stained? It's something that has been on my mind forever. And this is my thought process. Don't say oh my gosh yet in the comments. Hold your comment and stop your finger. let me tell you my thought process behind it, and then you can tell me what you guys think because I really want to know what you think. I'm really torn about it. So about a couple months after we did this, I absolutely love this wall, by the way. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I adore it, and it's not that I just want to change it, but a couple of months after that, I started thinking about adding a barn door over here to this vacant area. Like, see that little where the picture is? It screams I need a barn door, right? If I were to do a barn door in the Jacobian, you couldn't see the barn door there to my bedroom. You couldn't see the barn door because it's so dark. I can't do it in another wood tone because that would drive me bonkers. I don't like white barn doors either. So what I was thinking is I could paint that wall, which it would brighten it up in here anyway. It's already pretty bright in here. But it wouldn't kind of just be like back in a corner. It kind of brighten it up in here. But then put the big barn door right there, and it would make the barn door stand out like 20 times more. I'm not a fan of white walls. I am a fan of my white shiplap over there with our fireplace that we built. I'm not really just a fan of white walls. However, I think this wall would really pop being white with a farm door on it. Now, one of the reasons I'm wanting to put a farm door there is because the laundry room is about to get made over. Directly after the boys... Somebody's yelling for toilet paper. Be right back. Directly after doing the boys' bedroom makeover, we are starting on the laundry room. We're doing the boys' bedroom makeover. We're doing the boys' bedroom makeover. We're doing the porch, spring porch, not makeover, just spring porch refresh. We're doing something pretty cool on the porch, not gonna lie. Like, I'm excited about it. And then right after the porch makeover, we are tackling this laundry room. The laundry room, let's just say it's gonna be different. It's gonna be very different. So I'm actually starting the laundry room before I start the boys' bedroom. I'm starting the laundry room this weekend. But It's actually not the laundry room. And this will all sound like, Marina, what are you talking about? But y'all will see what I'm talking about. I'm starting that this weekend. That barn door won't be able to be there. So what I'm thinking about doing is, I'm thinking about painting this white, which I think would look amazing white. Like I said, I'm not really a fan of white walls, but I think it would brighten it up. It is very panel looking dark back through there. Like I said, it's not a problem. Like even in the daylight, it's not even that dark. At night, it does get very dark back in this spot, which is why we added the lights right there. But we rarely ever had those on, just if we have company or something coming over. Thought about painting that white and putting a big pretty barn door. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. And I'm in love with it. But then again, you can't stain over paint. So if I mess this up, then I mess it up. Like it's messed up. Consider it messed up. It's done. Like there is no going back unless I'm going back and sanding in between. And if you can see here, there's no sanding it either because the grout, like there's grout lines in between them. No. I just think that this area would look a lot better painted white. That's what, because of the barn door. You put a big old barn door there with the slide. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be gorgeous if it's white. I can see it. So what I need y'all to do is vote on two different things. That's the first thing. I need you guys to vote either stained or white. Just put a comment that says stained or white, because I'm having Shane going in and he's gonna be tallying up the numbers. Stained or white. Remember, I can't put a barn door there if it's stained. I don't like white barn doors. I don't want to put the same color barn door because you won't be able to see it. And I don't want a different color barn door. So white and barn door or stained and like it is. I'm this close to doing it white. So in the comments, just type white or stained. Shane's gonna go in and tally those up. That's the first thing I want y'all to vote for, white or stained. What about this sucker? So it's tight corners over here now because Shane wanted me to move this in here because he didn't like it being in a heavily trafficked area. It's been right there in my living room for forever since it was first done. It has been one of my longest not messed with DIYs ever. Like I don't fiddle fart with it because I love it. Shane wanted me to move it here because it wasn't a highly trafficked area and it was falling and becoming a hazard. It almost fell on Binks a couple of times. Then it fell on Shane's head more than that, like a billion times. And he was like, okay, I've had it. So we moved it in here. I love it in here, but it is very tight. Now, granted, those doors aren't always open. It is very tight. I gotta get new sconces. I wish that I had waited to throw that sconce away because y'all were telling me so many things I could have done with it, and I've kicked myself in the tail for not doing any of those things with it. I just don't have y'all think I have a creative mind, but I have a very one-tracked mind. It's hard for me to see things until I see it, you know what I mean? Like it's hard for me to see anything on paper on somebody else's stuff or anything like that and see it in my home. What I can do though, and why I do like doing DIYs, is because I can put it up here and come up with something super different, super unique to YouTube in my home. And that's how I come up with things like the opening overhead, the fireplace over here. Me and Shane spent forever mapping that one out. The bookshelf into a pantry over here. The fiberglass barn door. That ain't fiberglass, what is that? Can't remember what it is. It's a fake glass barn door. That's how I come up with stuff like that, is it just pops in me one day. It's inspired by things, the magazines, standing at Lowe's waiting in line, or Pinterest and stuff like that. But it's those things that I find more joy in because it's all from up here. Like it's inspired by something, but it's mine. It's up here. So I struggle with seeing things and then picturing it a different way until I just do. It's kind of like it's like a light switch clicks and it's like, oh, I see it that way and I want to do that. Well, I don't know what to do with my dresser and my mirror. I do know it's very special to me. It's as Colton calls a family heirloom. It's from my childhood. That thing was in my nanny and my papa, who raised me, in their bedroom for years and years and years when I was a young child. I'm talking my girl's age. So it's staying here. I just don't quite know what to do with it. I don't quite know how to fit it in an area or anything like that. So that's not really a vote. That's just getting y'all's opinions. What would you do with the dresser and the mirror? Space is limited, but if I have to, I'll just move it over here again and remove the sconces and just keep it like that. Like I'll do whatever I need to do to make sure it stays in my home. So now I'm gonna stop talking and I'm going to actually clean this dining room because I gotta get started on dinner. Oh no, ma'am, no ham, no turkey. So for dinner, we are having this Mississippi, I put way too many pepperoncinis in there, but this Mississippi roast in a crock pot. We're gonna have these. This is one of our favorite. We like real mashed potatoes the best, but the fake mashed potatoes, these fake mashed potatoes come in a close second. They're the 4 cheese ones. And we're gonna have 2 different kinds of canned green beans, but it don't matter because they're cut the same way. And then we're gonna have these, which the kiddos and I love these. It's the Pillsbury cheddar garlic biscuit mix. Not as good as the Cheddar Bay ones. What are they? Red Lobster ones? But it's close. I like making these because you literally just add milk. That's it.
I'm cold red, my service automated, like data running through my veins. Got you distracted, subconscious overloaded. Careful, don't pull the cord on me. No time to stay around. Keep walking till you get out of my face. Regrets, restricted access. I'm just too fly to get up here. We love discharging. I can't waste my time with someone slowing me down, 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 down. So high, I'm floating, I'm shining in my prime. Start rolling over 'cause you can't take my crown. I'll always be 10 feet off the ground. My crown. I'll always be 10 feet off the ground. Can't take my crown.
Y'all look at my little friend. My little friend. That's a baby. You leave her alone. Go on. Go. Mind your business. Go, 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 go. The trim looks way better white. This looks crisp and clean now. I'm going to fix some touches on the door because whenever we were moving the couch out, I don't know if y'all remember, but we scratched it up some. So I'm going to touch up the door a little bit. And then I need to caulk. I'm Bob Rossing it, like painting a happy little tree. Do you see that? I'm just like.
No, my drive's a puzzle. I got you so bumfuzzled 'cause you can fall into my pain.
I think that the trim around the door looks a whole lot better white. It flows with the trim up top better. I like that better. Despite me taking forever to get to those things, trim and caulk are the 2 things that bug the far out of me.
We love discharging. I can't waste my time with someone slowing me down, 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 down. So high, I'm floating, I'm shining in my prime. Start rolling over 'cause you can't take my crown. I'll always be 10 feet off the ground. My crown. I'll always be 10 feet off the ground. Can't take my crown.
Y'all, it looks so crisp and clean now. Caulk. Do not forget to caulk your projects. I'm telling you, caulk and trim makes the world. If you just want to make over an area of your home, freshen up the caulk, freshen up the trim. I'm telling you, it works. It is nighttime. It's 8:48. It's almost 9 o'clock. I'm going to get the kiddos ready for bed and toss these dishes into the dishwasher because I'm trying to clean up at night after ourselves. I'm finding if I can wake up to a clean kitchen, I really feel 25 billion times more motivated than if I wake up and have a whole sink of dishes to do. Even though I don't feel like it and I feel unmotivated right now, doing these things will motivate future Merina, and future Merina will thank me. So future Merina, you're welcome. You're welcome, girl. Before I do that though, I am going to switch this load of laundry real quick because I'm trying to get caught up on my laundry too.
Wait a minute, I just wanna get to you. I've been trying for some time, 'cause I've been waiting here for someone like you. We go together like misery likes company, but we'll be getting there someday.
We're one step closer to find ourselves a perfect place, a feeling you just can't deny. So come on over, 'cause I could never live without you. Everywhere we go, nobody knows. We're waiting for the time to let go and do what's right for us. Started out here, way beyond the tracks. The story of us, and now we never look back. 'Cause this is our time, this is our life. And sometimes all you need is a smile. You made up your mind just to see.
All the dishes are done except for the crock pot right there. Couldn't fit that into the dishwasher, so I'm going to have to hand wash that. And then also these are my friend's dishes I have to take to her house because she cooked a few things for Easter. She cooked some deviled eggs and some mashed taters. So those are hers I have to take back to her house. I'm kind of waiting until we get over the sickness so I don't give her any germs or nothing. But the dishes are done. I love you guys. I hope you have a blessed morning, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you're at. Know that I love you, but Jesus loves you more. I'll see y'all later. Catch you on the flip side.